Hey guys, Jane here from the BSP Wrestling Show, here to bring you guys my WWE Smackdown live review for June 13th, 2017. The go-home show for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view that is this Sunday, and boy did we get a pretty good episode of Smackdown Live. Now I know I didn't do a Smackdown Live review last week, I apologize for that. Got a little busy and I wasn't able to post it. I wasn't able to, get the time to record it. And by the time I did, it was a little bit too late. So I apologize for not putting up a review. But I'm putting up one this week. And I definitely enjoyed this show. It got me hyped up for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Once again, it's not the greatest episode of SmackDown, but it's just good enough to keep me entertained and to do what it needed to do to get me hyped up for Money in the Bank. So we started off with New Day. They came out. Had a New Orleans entrance with this little Mardi Gras band or whatever. New Orleans is the home of WrestleMania next year. And they talked about how they're bringing the SmackDown Live championships back around their waist so they can once again become the SmackDown Live WWE World Tag Team Champions. And then, of course, the Usos came out pissed off. They took exception to the fact that New Day made fun of him. They called him a reject straight out of Compton or whatever. And the Usos called them Drumline. They asked if they had to remind them who they are. They've been grinding, putting in the work, and will still be tag team champions come Sunday. Then Breezango come out, and then the Colognes came out. The match time winded up being pretty good, but this segment didn't even need to happen, to be honest. Well, we did get a 8-man tag. Teddy Long must have been booking tonight. We got some large tag team matches tonight. But New Day and Breezango versus the Usos and the Colognes. Like I said, the segment was slightly cringe, but it would have just been fine with just the Usos and New Day. But the match happened. These 8-man tags are hard to keep up with, man. There's literally action all over the place, in the ring, outside the ring, wherever. The face team, of course, had the advantage at first. Then the heel team took control once they went to commercial break. And when they came back from commercial break, or while it was playing side by side, because they do this thing sometimes where some of the commercial breaks play the commercial, but you can see in the corner that the action is still going on. So the heels took over at the expense of Tyler Breeze. He took a beating. Action picked up a little bit more, and it was a very entertaining match. The crowd was into it. New Day and Breezango won the match off of, I'm guessing this new move New Day is using called Up, Up, Down, Down, which is just Xavier Woods' YouTube channel name. Kofi had one of the Colognes over his knee. He had his back over his knee, and Xavier was on the top rope and just dived down right onto his chest and his face area with his feet. It was kind of like an assisted coup de grace, if you will. So it was pretty cool. They won with that. You had AJ and Shinsuke backstage. They had a huge 6-man tag match main event with all the members of the Money in the Bank ladder match. They've been hyping up, and they were talking about Sami overreacting and being overexcited about the match tonight, and they were just waiting for him to show up. Then he showed up, and he was just like, "So guys, what's the plan?" AJ was like, "Wait, that's it? That's all you got to say?" Sami was like, "Yeah. I think we're pretty fine." And then he started looking at him, and then he activated his crazy. I think that's his gimmick right there. The guy that just talks too much, makes every situation awkward, and that's pretty much what he did here. He just started talking too much and was like, "Yeah, you guys are great. I don't know, maybe we should take them out. Maybe I should start off with Corbin starting off in the middle of the ring. But then again, maybe they're over there planning as well, trying to counter-react, whatever we did." He was just going crazy. AJ and Shinsuke are just standing there looking at him like, "Oh my goodness, will you shut the hell up? Oh my goodness." And then then he asked AJ and Shinsuke, he was like, "So guys, what should we do?" AJ was like, "You know what? I think we're good." And Sam was like, "See, that's my guy. That's why you're phenomenal." And then he went to high-five him, and then he stopped himself. He was like, "No, you know what? We'll save it for after we win tonight. And we'll do some victory dances then, right, Shin?" And Shinsuke looked at him and gave him that creepy, half wink, half grin on his face, and was like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Whatever, dude." And and then Sam was like, "See, that's my man. That's my man, Shin." And he walked away. AJ was just so confused. He was like, "See, I knew this was going to happen. Shinsuke was like, I like him. AJ was like, of course you do. So that was kind of funny. Sami Zayn is just a freaking character, man. Mojo was backstage for an interview. He thanked Shane McMahon for his opportunity. He said he's kind of glad he lost because he's going to up his game a little bit more. He knows how he handles adversity, and the best is yet to come. And then Zack Ryder showed up. Zack Ryder came up, nice little suit. And he said he's back, and he's proud of Mojo's match last week, but they have unfinished business together as the Hype Bros. But you can sense the heel turn coming. Zack Ryder's going to turn on Mojo Rawley. I just see it coming. They don't need to become the Hype Bros anymore. That's over and done with. I feel like Zack Ryder could extend his character by becoming heel, and I feel like it'll help him get over a little bit more. The crowd, he got a nice little pop, nice little reaction. You could hear the crowd react when he showed up. But I don't think they're going to be the Hype Bros. They're probably going to have a tag team match next week or something. And they're going to wind up losing or something. And Zack is going to turn on him, or he's just going to leave him high and dry during the match. Or something's going to happen. You know it's coming. But yeah, good thing Zack Ryder's back. He fought back from his injury, and it's good to see him back on SmackDown Live. So that was pretty cool. Next we get a women's match, Naomi and Tamina. Lana came out to scout her opponent for this Sunday during their match. Tamina was on fire. She was a freaking dominant force of nature, trying to prove she belongs in this division. I like that they gave her a singles match, especially against the champ Naomi. They used to be Team Bad, if you guys remember that. So they already have some chemistry together. So this definitely was a pretty enjoyable match. They showcased Tamina a lot more than they showcased Naomi. Actually, Tamina probably got 98% of the offense, and Lana was just on the outside enjoying the beatdown because it helps her this Sunday. If Naomi's weakened a little more, it helps her chances. Even though I don't think she's going to win, but I'll save that for the predictions. But yeah, Tamina even went to the top rope, which proved to be disastrous. I mean, she was just taking whatever Naomi threw at her, countering into some type of slam or whatever. But once she went to that top rope, Naomi was able to hit the enziguri and knock her off the top, hit the split-legged moonsault to pick up the victory, and she survived Tamina one-on-one. But Lana attacked her after the match and hit her with a finishing move, which looks devastating. It's nothing I've ever seen before. It's like, I don't know. It's like a reverse Falcon arrow. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like she's slamming them, like right directly on their back. She's like picking them up and just slamming them, but she's falling with it. It's kind of like a power bomb without it being a power bomb. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what the move is called, but it looks pretty nice. It's a devastating move, and it works for her. The crowd was like, whoa, when she hit it. I've seen her do it like on the NXT house shows and stuff, so I wasn't really surprised at it, but still, it's a pretty good move that she's using, and I can't wait to see how good she does against Naomi at Money in the Bank. I can't wait for that match. That's going to be pretty good. Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton face off before their WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank. Jinder told the crowd to rise and show some respect to their WWE champion. He's going to prove that Randy is a coward because he's afraid of letting down his hometown of St. Louis and his family. And Jinder even said that he knows Randy's dad, along with some other legends, will be sitting ringside to watch this match. He said, and Randy hasn't come out yet to confront him, even though he's talking about his father. Fear of Jinder Mahal, fear of the modern day Maharaja. Ever since his victory at Backlash, Orton has been hiding in the shadows. He's going to tear his legacy down piece by piece until there's nothing left. A new era is upon you, the era of the modern day Maharaja. Then he speaks to his people in his language, and then Randy's music hit, and Jinder sends the Singh brothers to stop him on the entrance ramp, but Randy didn't come out immediately. You already knew what was coming. So Jinder's staring at the entrance ramp. The camera is perfectly placed on him. And then all you see in a split second is just Randy come out of nowhere with the RKO. I mean, we knew it was coming, but that camera was placed so perfectly and it happened so quickly. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen that smooth, that fast, and that just perfectly. Everything they did there was perfect. Randy said last week he had no more words for Jinder Mahal, and he's just about that action now. The crowd went crazy. Randy went into the crowd to celebrate afterwards. He got on this little platform in the middle of the crowd and stared directly at Jinder. The hard camera was on him. It was great. I can't wait for their match. Randy wants that title back, and he's showing that he wants it back. He's not talking about it like he said he wasn't gonna talk anymore about it. He's just about that action. So we had Kevin Owens approach his tag team partners for the 6-man tag match. Dolph and Corbin were in the locker room, whatever. They said they're crazy, that Kevin Owens is crazy if he thinks they're gonna if he thinks they're gonna follow his plan. Man, I can't talk. Kevin said he doesn't like them and he knows they don't like him, but they should go out there and work together and complement each other's strengths and take out their competition. Or they could go out there and Corbin could punch him in the face and Dolph could super kick Corbin and Owens could powerbomb him and they walk into Money in the Bank in worse shape than they should. He said they shouldn't be their own worst enemies. Just something to think about. It actually made a lot of sense. And they thought about it. Randy was asked, what's up with him attacking Jinder that way. He was like I said last week, I said everything I needed to say. Whatever I needed to say further, I just did it in the ring. I'm taking my title back at Money in the Bank this Sunday, and walked away. That was it. Short promo. He was hyped up, fired up, and didn't say much. He said he didn't need to say much, so that's exactly what he didn't do. He didn't say much. We get another pretty good women's match between Charlottte and Natalya. Not exactly the same match as they had in NXT. They had a lot riding on that match in NXT, but this was still a pretty enjoyable match. Same emotion and aggression. I did enjoy what they did here. They both wanted to build momentum, of course, heading into the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Back and forth, good chain wrestling, good submission holds, and everything. Crowd was pretty much into it. It wasn't like they were just dead for the whole match. And Charlotte came out on top with natural selection. The match could have went either way, to be honest. I actually thought Natalya would have came away with the victory here. But Charlotte was able to pick up the victory and gain some momentum heading into this Sunday. I don't think Charlotte's going to win, but once again, we'll talk about that during the predictions video. But it was a pretty good match, pretty enjoyable. And two good women's matches in one night. Take notes, Raw. This is how you do it with the women in their matches and stuff. You didn't have to throw them all into a 30 women tag match or whatever. They don't even have that many women. I'm just talking shit. We had a Fashion Files. That was pretty cool. Apparently Breeze got attacked in their fashion police office or whatever, and he described who attacked them. He said it was two guys with 2 arms and whatever, 2 legs or something, and freaking Fandango was drawing it, and he drew damn stick figures. I was dying. That was pretty funny. Lana was asked why she attacked Naomi. She says she doesn't care what Naomi or anybody else in the universe has to say about her actions or her ways that she's going about this. She's going to crush Naomi and become the first ever ravishing SmackDown Women's Champion. Once again, pretty excited for that match. I want to see what Lana has. I want to see what type of moves she's going to bring out. I want to see if she's able to hang with Naomi. I want to see it. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. Hopefully they don't disappoint. I don't think they would put her in this match if she... I mean, it's a little early for her to have a championship match. Don't get me wrong. That kind of doesn't make any sense. But I don't think she's winning either. But I'm just ready to see, what type of... move she pulls out the bag, what type of psychology she goes in there with, and what type of story they tell, So I'll give her a chance. If she sucks, I'll come up here and say she sucks. So that was fine. Then we get the main event. Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Dolph and Nakamura started off the match. It was pretty slow paced at first. Chaos broke out once AJ got into the match. He started taking everybody out. Sami jumped over the top rope on the Kevin Owens, who was on the outside of the ring. Then Sami proceeded to get his ass beat for the rest of the match by the heel team, and they would not let him tag in his tag team partners. Not even once. He tried to turn the tides with a blue thunder bomb on Kevin Owens, but Baron Corbin stopped him from tagging out. Sami summoned the strength from a hellacious clothesline he hit on Baron Corbin. Went to go tag in. Dolph prevented him. And Dolph and Kevin Owens, ran after him again. He threw them both to the outside. Finally got to his corner for the tag. Nope. Dolph and Owens on the outside took his partners off the apron and started fighting with them. Sami still couldn't get that tag. He was just ready to do it every single time and just could not do it. Then Corbin tried to sneak attack Zayn, but Zayn moved out the way. Corbin was still in the corner. Helluva kick, and Sami picks up the win for his team. That was pretty cool. It was different. Normally in these 6-man tag matches, you got the guy, he's getting beat up, he has to get to his corner to make the tag. They prevented that from happening, so Sami had to summon some strength to finish it off himself. I pretty much enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. I like the dynamic of that. So, they pick up the win. Sami once again pins Corbin, which I don't really know how I feel about that. That's a little bit weird, but Sami does pin Corbin and picks up the win for his team. But of course, they get attacked after the match. Owens and Ziggler are trying to finish them off and everything. Owens brought a ladder into the ring. They crushed Sami with it. They crushed AJ with it. Then they started, yapping to each other in the middle of the ring after they set the ladder down. Corbin came in, pushed Owens into Ziggler, took him out, grabbed the ladder, smacked Owens with that. Ziggler got on the apron. Corbin smacked him with the ladder one more time, set it up, went to go climb to the top of it, got to the top of the ladder. Shinsuke gets back into the ring, pushes Corbin off, takes him out, and then Shinsuke climbs the ladder and grabs the briefcase. I was surprised he actually took the briefcase down, but yeah, he took it down and was holding it up. And that was how SmackDown went off the air. That was a pretty good way to end it. I really was surprised that he pulled the briefcase down, but I don't know. I guess he's just going the extra mile to say that he's winning the match. We're going to go in depth into who's going to win the match, or who I think is going to win the match when I do my predictions. I'm going to get the predictions up before Saturday this week. I'm making it a personal goal of mine to get that predictions video up before the end of the week. I usually procrastinate, and I put the video up late. But, yeah, that was SmackDown. SmackDown was good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was a pretty good episode. And it did get me excited for Money in the Bank. That's why I'm giving it, the extra point. It probably would have been a 6 out of 10 show, but just the fact that it was a go-home show to Money in the Bank, and they're building towards that, and we got some pretty good things, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 6.5, 7 out of 10, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of SmackDown Live down in the comment section down below. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being patient with me as I try to get my life together and my upload schedule back on track. Slap a like in the video if you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new. Like I said, tell me down in the comment section what was your favorite moment of SmackDown. How you feel about Lana getting her championship opportunity this early into her wrestling career. Instead of, her being a manager, now she's being a wrestler. So let me know about that. And I'll talk to you guys later on. I got to do predictions this week, and I'm trying to work on this collab I'm going to do this week as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace.